Welcome back, James, and welcome back to the site where we started off planting the trees.
Yeah, thank you, Peter.
That was the one that you planted lovingly before the rain came, and I think the timing was perfect. You can see everything's changed totally compared to when we were last here.
Yeah, there's a lot more grass around, isn't there? Yep.
We followed up with our plantings going on as the rain came, because that's how we manage. We manage according to how much water we have and how much rain we have.
Yep.
And everything's taken really well.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about site selection. As you can see here, Peter's already got a great planting, but we're going to take it back a notch and talk about how we got to this point here. So first of all, one of the best tools that you can use for site selection is aerial images, such as Google Earth, Google Maps, and many others. This allows you to get a good view of the property. This image allows you to get a good idea of your district and how your own property fits within that. An important thing to look for is wildlife corridors, which is areas of trees that connect to others which allow wildlife to move through. Another really valuable resource when looking to plan on your property is local knowledge. So good people to get in touch with could be your local land care group, local ecologist, and your neighbours, as these people have a very good understanding of the land which they're living on. Some other considerations when talking to these people is factors such as frost, drought, and pests.
So we've felt with these cardboard guards that we have can really protect against the hares that we have in the area.
Yep.
We don't mind if the top gets trimmed off a bit because it's really going to bush out.
Yep.
But as long as that stem doesn't get attacked.
Yeah, yep, that's good protection, isn't it?
Mm.
Yep. So one of the final considerations for site selection is looking to plan along watercourses, as the water is more readily available to help the tree grow.
So the reason we selected this area is already we had it fenced off so we could keep the cattle out.
Yep.
There is good protection from the forests which are already planted here.
Yep.
And we also know this area has good water retention. It's got nice deep clay soils. And it was perfect for us to manage close to the house any watering that we had to do.
Yeah.
This also for us would be the start of a corridor, although this is a fodder forest. The road is up there. We want to direct away from the road going to the forests which are planted in that direction.
Yeah, very good. So Peter, now that we've selected the site, we need to talk about how we're going to prepare it ready for the planting. So one of the first things that we should probably look at is furrowing. So how did you go about that for your property here?
We had a very willing tractor operator in Lloyd who came and did some furrows for us. Was it a month before we started the planting?
Yep.
And then came and redid them again just before we planted.
Yep.
We've got very clayey soils, so we did have large clods. So after he's gone back and ripped for the second time, there's still these big clods. So what Lloyd is going to do is come up along here again, just ride on it and break up the clods to a degree. The rain that we have over the next few days also assists to break the clods up. So the second ripping that he did helped to break those up.
Yeah. Yep.
You can have a look at the lines now and you can see that they've really broken down with the rain that we've had.
Yeah, and so one of the big benefits of furrowing is moisture retention, you'd say, Peter?
Moisture retention to guide anything that we would have coming down here.
Yep.
But also just to assist to get the holes in.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And for the furrows, a general rule that people talk about is a 200 wide furrow by 300 deep. And this, like you said, just really allows ease for planting and makes sure all the soil is broken up and there's no clods left in it.
Yep.
So once you've broken up the soil, Peter, and it's we've removed all the clods and it's a nice fine soil ready for planting, I guess mulching is really important, isn't it, to cover that up? And that also helps water retention.
Yes, what we've done here is with our mowing, we've used the grass clippings to put around the plants and also in the protectors.
Yeah.
To assist with that weed suppression.
Yeah, that's very important too, isn't it? Once you've disturbed the soil, there's a high likelihood that weeds are going to come back and potentially cause a problem. So I guess mulch is, yeah, for that purpose, a very good tool to use in planting.
Yeah.
So once we've got the site prepared and the plants are all in, one of the most important factors for tree planting is follow-up watering.
Yeah, the planning when you're going to be planting is really important.
Yeah.
So we had all the seedlings ready to go.
Yep.
But we obviously not going to plant if we're not going to water. As you say, the following up watering, very important.
Yep.
So we saw that there was some weather planned, some forecast, so there was going to be some rain coming. That worked out really well, and in fact in November, December we had, I think, 350 mils of rain.
Yeah, wow, it's quite a bit.
It's been really good, and you can see the grass growth. It's amazing, and it's perfect for these trees.
Yep.
The timing has been perfect. I think in this planting here we've had to come in one little dry area where we came and did some supplementary watering.
Yeah, but other than that, the rainfall was enough to keep them going?
Other than that, the rain has kept it going beautifully.
That's awesome. Yeah. In Queensland though, we can certainly expect very dry periods at times. So Peter, what's your plan for that?
Yeah, we expect the dry periods, but I also feel with eucalypts who are adapted to this environment, once this rain starts going, you've still got the moisture deep, we want those roots to carry on going. So we're not going to follow up slowly with light irrigations. We'll wait for them to go and then come with probably once a month quite a heavy application to follow those roots down if we get a dry period.
Yeah. Gee Peter, I tell you, when I woke up this morning I was a bit worried about this today. It was looking very overcast and raining, but it's nice to see out here. The sky's looking to clear a bit. And yeah, it's holding off on us for now.
Yeah. You thought my hat was for the sun. It was actually to my portable umbrella. Yeah. It's forecast for the week. For the next week, we're probably going to have 5 to 10 mils a day, which is perfect.
Yep. So this is the tree that we planted first, and as you can see, it's doing quite well now. There's a lot of fresh growth on it, and it's looking very good.
So this one was planted a couple of weeks before the rest of them, and this one had a bit of a dry period, and so we had to come in a couple of times for this tree by itself.
Yeah.
So that timing of when you plant is really important.
Yeah.
These ones really looked after themselves because we had really good rain.
But it's certainly responded well, hasn't it? There's plenty of growth and it looks to be showing signs of being quite healthy, doesn't it? When
I see that sort of new growth, I just see roots, and I just see those roots going down, and that's what you want.
Yeah, for
these pests.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel that they've got to adapt. So.
Yeah. Have you noticed much damage? Like you can see
there's a lot of it. There's a lot of sort of a leaf miner. There's a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
Caterpillars that come in. But I mean, they've got to adapt, don't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't help if I go and spray.
Yeah.
Even if I spray environmental friendly stuff, I still just don't want to do it.
Yeah, no, that's certainly fair.
You can see they've all munched a bit, but that's fine.
That one's looking really happy, isn't it?
Yeah.
God,
this one's taken off.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. Yeah, so these have really taken off.
Yeah, I mean, they're very well established now.
They just look after themselves now.
Yeah.
We've actually been speaking to the carer, so that because I've got to coppice them.
Yeah.
I want to start about that high, but I don't want to just do it and waste the foliage.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if she's got something to feed, then we can start doing that.
And how long will it be before they start taking some leaf off, Peter?
Well, I'm not sure. It's really up to her, but I'm ready to. I would rather coppice them when the new growth has hardened off, so this sort of stage.
Yeah.
Because if you coppice there and then it goes, that's just what my reading of the thing anyway.
Yeah, no, I think that's
as opposed to be,
Yes, it's a 1957 golden grey 35 horsepower Ferguson tractor, made in England by Harry Ferguson. This particular model was made for 15 months and in January 1958 Ferguson became Massey Ferguson.